Ladies and gentlemen, with the Rainbow Six Collab event, we got an interesting story of Rainbow Operator journey in Arknights world. In this R6 event, we knew that 4 Rainbow operatives got isekai'd to Arknights world. But besides that 4 operators, there are 2 other R6 operator that appear. Ella and Iana appeared in the first part of the story, but just as NPC. It makes me wonder, what if the 2 of them also get teleported into Arknights world? And what about other R6 operator? What role and class will they become in Arknights? So now, we will talk and see other Rainbow operators' ability when they come to Arknights. And a reminder, all of these ideas were based on mine. Most operators' idea will only mention one skill that depicts their gameplay on Siege. And this is absolutely not a Sir Swag second channel. So, let's get started. As you all already know, Rainbow Six Siege is an FPS tactical shooter game that led players to play as a counter-terrorism unit from around the globe. With each operators can use their own unique gadgets. Let's first see my idea on Ella and Iana, since both of them appear in the event story as NPC. Ella's gadget is a Grismod Mines that can disorient anyone who come within range and score more points if she killed her sister. That sounds wrong, but oh well. She pretty much will be a specialist trapper in Arknights, since her gadgets in R6 can disorient enemies. I think Ella's trap skill in Arknights should be focused on giving debuff. Her skills will give the enemy some debuff like slows, defense and resistance. For Iana, I'm sure you're familiar with this enemy in Arknights. Basically her ability in R6 is almost the same like this guy. But instead, her holographic decoy is the one that moved. A puppeteer specialist like Benna will suit her. When receive lethal damage, instead of retreating, her holographic decoy will take over her place. It won't block or attack, but will bait all ranged enemies' attack. Make it a little easier, the hologram won't gone after one hit, and the attacker will receive some defense and resistance debuff when attacks it. Moving on to Siege's base operator from both the attackers and defenders. But I like to mention base operators from a country that didn't include it in Arknights. First, let's see the recruits. They are default operators in Siege. Either they will become the source of another rage quit, or clutch the whole game. Since they are a default operators of each base special forces, I see them similar to a default operator in Kyobi Fungimist event. Moving on to the SAS. Let's start with Thatcher, an attacker from England that really hates
fucking laser sight.
Thatcher's gadget is an EMP grenade that can disable all electronics within radius. Judging from his gadget, I think Thatcher will become a rapid fire sniper with a crowd control ability. His talent will be focused targeting machine-like enemies and increase damage on them. His skills will of course using his EMP grenades. Pretty much the combo of Blitz skill 1 and Glaucus skill 2. Thatcher can use his EMP grenades 3 times per deployment, inflicts bind to enemies, and stun machines like enemies for quite some time. Next one on SAS is Smoke, our fellow war crime enthusiast with his gas grenades in the defender sides. Gas grenades are thrown by Smoke and stick onto surfaces they touch. Smoke can detonate it and inflict some damage to everyone within range. My idea is to make him a trapper specialist. He can use up to 3 gas grenades in the map, but instead of the trap triggered when stepped by enemy, the grenades will be manually activated. Smoke can detonate or use his skill at any time. The SP recovery bar will be for his grenades refresh. You can detonate the grenades by pressing the button when tapping them. So just like an Originium bomb in the previous event, the grenades will release a toxic gas that deals arts damage, lasts for 10 seconds. Next one from GIGN. Doc, a defender, and an harm assist. My favorite kind of job. With his stim pistol, he can heal and revive his allies, and even enemies. Of course, let's not make him into a medic in Arknights. Another specialist like Ak will be good. For his talent, when attacking enemy randomly activate one of the following effects. His skill is simple, and won't harm friendly unit. Reduce attack interval greatly, and attack can now heal an allied unit. And will prioritize healing them. So, that's some of my idea for other rainbow operators. If Hypergriff somehow going to make R6 collab part 2. Share your thoughts and other ideas in the comments below. That should be all. Adios.